Hello and welcome to the beautiful Road America, where it's championship either George Russell, who starts on pole for the sprint race. The 5 lights are going to light up, and it's lights out and away they go. And Hamilton, I just saw off screen, had a shocking start. He's been overtaken by Norris, and he's already been overtaken by Piastri as well. Both McLaren swarming him, but it's going to be Russell who leads into turn 1 from Charles Leclerc, from Max Verstappen. Then it's Lando Norris from Oscar Piastri. George Russell has a front wing flying off there. Not entirely sure whose that was, but I'll get a replay of that in a second as to whose front wing that was. But it's George Russell with a big lead. Is they're going to be almost 3 wide going down the Marion sweep. A Moraine sweep, sorry. It's Verstappen in front of Norris, in front of Leclerc, in front of Piastri. Down inside goes Piastri on Leclerc. It's a good move that as Hamilton tries to get past. I think that's Yuki Tsunoda in the AlphaTauri. Yes, it is. But it's still George Russell, the championship leader, who goes off. There's off the tracks Hamilton, and off the tracks I think Pierre Gasly as well. As you can see, there's a Bottas with no front wing. That's the one who lost it, I'm assuming. Or yeah, it is Valtteri Bottas who without a front wing. I'm assuming he can't be the one who lost it into turn 1, because it's way too late in the lap. He couldn't have lost no positions in my opinion, so it couldn't have been Bottas. Bottas lost it elsewhere, I reckon. But Hamilton pushed, it looked like it was a Hamilton versus Verstappen in Brazil 21 moment there, if I'm being honest, going into turn 5, 6, yeah, turn 6. Very tricky uphill braking. But as they now go down the Bill Walters bend or whatever it's called, Hamilton had a big crash here in qualifying yesterday, but now he's got Gasly behind him, Ocon in front of him. He's in an Alpine sandwich. They're side by side further up in front. There's Bottas in the pits. There's also an Aston Martin in the pits as well. Not too sure which Aston Martin that is. It's going to be Lance Stroll with damage as well. Or is it Lance Stroll actually? Yeah, no, it's Drogovic. Sargent also with no front wing. Magnussen's not got a rear wing, so something's happened there. Stroll right at the back without a front wing as well. So Stroll must have had an issue. There's Nick de Vries quite far back from everyone else. Max Verstappen now leads. If they go down the Moraine sweep towards turn 5, sorry, turn 5. And there's Piastri past Norris. Piastri gets, no, Norris sorry in front of Piastri. I couldn't quite see which number was on the roll bar, but it's Norris in front of Oscar Piastri. It's now Lando tries to get past his good friend George Russell down inside the turn 7. It's the flat out right hander, which couldn't quite get the move done from Norris. But then we've got the carousel, the flat out almost, I think it's flat out to be honest, 9-10 sequence before the kink. I'm sure there won't be any moves, because you can't really lunge at the flat out corner, especially one like the kink. If you're side by side already, then fair enough, but not quite as they go down towards Canada corner. Turn 12 is this? I think it's turn 12, yeah. And then they go through Thunder Valley, another bit up the Bill, is it Bill Mitchell bend? I think it's Bill Mitchell bend, sorry. And then through the final corner. Are we going to see any moves into turn 1 as they go up the hill of this beautiful start-finish straight, the Road America straight as it's called. Russell's got a brilliant run in on Max Verstappen. Can he get him into turn 1? He's got the inside line. Norris is looking racy as well. Could he make a move round the outside? No, not quite. Oh, round the outside on George Russell for turn 1. Russell's been able to get past Verstappen. Norris looked like he went off the track there, so might have, yeah, he'd have to see position. There's almost contact between Russell and Verstappen. There is contact, and he pushes Verstappen right wide, and Russell leads. And now Norris has got past Verstappen. Leclerc's about to get past Verstappen. Can Oscar Piastri get past Verstappen? Yuki Tsunoda watching it behind as well in case anything happens here. And down inside goes Verstappen. They're 3 wide going through turn 5. And Verstappen's in front of Leclerc and in front of Oscar Piastri as well. And Verstappen is able to hold off the two behind him. But what a brilliant start we've had in Road America. Of course, 16 laps here for the sprint race. It's the shortest lap count of any sprint this season. And then 47 laps is the second longest lap count in the main race, behind only the Italian Grand Prix at Monza, which was 33 laps long. Of course, a 10-kilometre circuit. No, they're 31 laps, sorry, not 33. George Russell now. Lando Norris, can he go down inside the Canada corner? Norris gets him at Canada. And can Max Verstappen also get Russell through Canada? Not quite, but through the final corner maybe, or a run. No doubt, no. Maybe a run though into the first corner, potentially. Oh, Hamilton I think went a bit wide there, trying to defend behind one of the Alpines. but it doesn't really look like there's many runs into turn 1. Maybe no, Verstappen's got a very good amount of speed here, but it looks like he is just too far back. Russell got into the back of Norris there. That could really put off one of them. It's going to put off Russell the most. Is it can Verstappen get him into turn 3? It's looking unlikely. No, he can't. But Russell now down inside on Norris. And that could be investigated there, I reckon. Because Russell did make contact with Lando Norris as they went into turn 1. But now they're going to be 3 wide down the Moraine sweep. Norris in front of Verstappen, in front of Leclerc. Can Verstappen go round the outside through turn 4? And turn 5, sorry. Yes, he can. Verstappen's in front. Leclerc's not looking like he can get anything. No, he can't. What about through the tricky turn 6? It's the uphill braking. Norris goes down the inside. And Norris gets back into second place. But it's still George Russell with a big lead for the championship leader as it stands. It's Lewis Hamilton down to P10. So he's lost out on both of the Alpines. Let's go back to lap 1. What happened in turn 6? Here it is. Oh, let's watch here. This is from lap 1. We'll also get a replay of what happened to everyone who lost front wings on the opening lap. There's Tsunoda getting past him through turn 5. And then up the hill into turn 6. He's just on the left, gets on the curb and just pushes Ocon wide. Very strange start from Hamilton. He could get a penalty for that, in my opinion, potentially. Anyway, who has got damage? Bottas is one of them. Let's see what happens to him. And we've also got, I think, Sargent and Drogovic as well. It's a shame for Sargent. He's been very unlucky this season, apart from, of course, 2 weeks ago when he won the he hasn't got a front wing here. When he won, of course, the Indonesian Grand Prix to be the first American since Mario Andretti in 1978 to win a Grand Prix. This is what happened to Bottas. It's into the back of Tsunoda. That's where he lost his front wing, and that is the front wing we actually saw flying. Also, Logan Sargent and Felipe Drugovich without front wings. Here's Sargent. He hasn't got a front wing here, actually. Where is he? He has, actually. So, P19, they're all bunched up, and then just into the back of Lawson. And then did Magnussen lose his rear wing there? I might have missed that. No, he's lost it further on. I mean, earlier on, Magnussen. So damage for the Dane. He won a few races ago at Moscow in the Russian Grand Prix. Anyway, what did happen to K-Mag? It's into turn 1 by the looks of things. And he's rear-ended by Drugovich. That's how he lost his front wing. It's a hefty hit for them. And then Lance Stroll also had no front wing. Did he just not pick with a double stack potentially? That could be what happened, maybe. Of course, Stroll, one of the championship contenders this year. No, he's lost it. Yeah, that is the reason. Double stacking and Drugovich in front. So, and into the back of who? Magnussen. He's rear-ended K-Mag, and that is why he's not got a front wing. Anyway, we're quite a way back at the moment. So let's go back a bit. Good racing here. But we've lost a bit. Russell's in third at the moment. Someone went off the track, I think, there. Hang on. Yeah, it's one of the Haas cars. It's Nico Hulkenberg into the grass, and that's going to put him off a little bit. Did he make contact with someone? He might have been rear-ended by someone. No, don't think he was. If anyone, it would have been Ocon. Anyway, we're about 30 seconds off, so let's get going on lap 6 of 16 currently. They go down toward Canada corner through the Ben Mitchell bend. Where's Hamilton? He's down to 12th now, so it's not going well for Hamilton at all. He's almost off the track there a little bit. Starting P4, shocking start, and he just hasn't got going this race so far, but it's Verstappen with a massive lead. Look at this battling into turn 1. They're almost 3 wide, 4 wide almost. Tsunoda, Norris, Piastri, Russell. Ocon, Hulkenberg, Gasly, Leclerc, Alexander Albon, all fighting for a podium place, and maybe even the lead if they can reel in Max Verstappen. But here's Lando Norris, Russell in P5, Tsunoda and Piastri side by side. There's Hulkenberg down inside on both Alpines. That's a brilliant move from the German, who, just like his teammate, who won in Russia, it was Hulkenberg who won the week after. Was it a week or two? It was 2 weeks after in the Thai Grand Prix, a final lap move on Charles Leclerc, which denied Leclerc, I think it's second win of the season, or no, denied him second win of the season. So unfortunately for the Monegasque, it was not to be. Also, I keep saying that, like, people, for example, Russell leading the championship, Joe and Stroll, championship contenders. I haven't added up the championship points since the Italian Grand Prix. So, yeah, I've got a little bit of free time at next week, so championship standings should be all up to date by the Virginian Grand Prix, no, Brazilian Grand Prix they'll be up to date by. So, yeah, the sprint race in Rio, we should have a fully up-to-date championship. And also, Hamilton wide, and Hamilton, he's still going to finish the pitch then, but not. Yeah, it's been an abysmal weekend for Lewis Hamilton. Of course, he won the French Grand Prix all those months ago, early on in the season at Val de Vienne. But, yeah, it wasn't to be this weekend. Of course, crashed. Had 2 big crashes in qualifying, once at the kink, and once at... Wait, did he qualify P4? Yeah, he did. No, it's P3. Wait, hang on. Yeah, it was P3 in qualifying, wasn't it? Because he had the big crash at the kink. They managed to repair the car. And then... he had a big crash going through Bill Mitchell Bend. And while I'm going on about that, it's Lando Norris who leads the McLaren 1-2. Verstappen in 3rd now, George Russell 4th. Tsunoda trying to get on the action as well. But it's Russell now up to 3rd in front of Verstappen. So is Yuki Tsunoda. They've obviously promoted the wrong AlphaTauri into the Red Bull seat. Because look how good he's doing. And where's Nick de Vries? Nowhere near anyone. So yeah. Looking good for everyone as it stands. As they go up the Bill Mitchell Bend into the final corner, halfway through the sprint already. It's been a thrilling one indeed. Could not have asked for a better sprint race here, Road America, as they go up the steep hill. I don't know what's steeper, that or Radion. I mean, I don't know, to be honest, but it's a very steep uphill. As they go a little bit down toward turn 1, the 2 McLarens almost hit, but it's Piastri who leads this sprint race. Oh no, it's Norris, sorry, of course Piastri. Oh, down inside goes Russell, and Russell's into P2, sorry. Of course Piastri won the German Grand Prix, which was also a sprint race from George Russell. Oh, there's a front wing flying off from someone there. Goodness knows whose front wing that is. It's further on back. Is it Leclerc potentially? Let's see. Whose front wing's that? Sainz. It's Carlos Sainz's front wing. Yeah, Sainz has got no front wing. It is the battle at the back for the positions of people who haven't pitted yet. Sainz gets past, or tries to race Liam Lawson. What happened there? Also, speaking of Lawson, he just has not had a season. He races he would have wanted to, in my opinion. And let's see, did he go into the back of Ocon? Yeah. Ocon gets checked up by Albon, who gets rear-ended by Carlos Sainz, and now it's going to be any chance of Carlos Sainz potentially winning the sprint race over. I mean, it was near the back of the pack anyway, or back of the train, I should say. It's not really the back of the pack, because the back of the pack would be last. But yeah, unfortunately for the Spaniard, it's going to be a probably no score. Is anyone? No one else has had issues, it looks like. But here are the front runners. Any move for the lead? Not quite. Russell's though in front of Piastri, in front of Norris. Verstappen trying to get past Norwich and get onto the sprint podium. Down the inside into turn 3. Yes, he is. And if you're wondering why I'm calling that turn 3 when it's clearly turn 2, it's clearly not. That straight is apparently a corner. So, and this is turn 4 as well, down the Moraine sweep towards turn 5. I mean, technically that's more of a corner than turn 2, but yeah, I don't make the rules. Anyway, Verstappen almost touched, I think he did touch Norris there. Is there's Hulkenberg going wide. They're almost 3 wide between Gasly, Tsunoda and Hulkenberg. Going through tricky turn 6. I don't see how anyone could do that one any wide, to be honest. But it's still Russell who leads Piastri. There's a very good battle going on further back. And Leclerc is in front of whichever Alpine that is at the moment as it stands. It's a thrilling race indeed. Anyway, 6 laps to go here at Road America for the sprint race. You've got 47 laps tomorrow, 8 PM UK time, 12 PM local time. Nope, it's 2 PM local time. I can't do maths. Of course, normally the Americans for their racing, they go off Eastern time. That's what they do with NASCAR, that's what they do with IndyCar. But yeah, as Russell trying to get past Piastri, but Piastri now leads this sprint race. Never won a sprint before. He's won a race, of course I said earlier, in the German Grand Prix, but he's never won a sprint race before. Neither has Norris. Russell has, he won in Germany at the Lausitzring Ring, but they're almost 3 wide between Tsunoda and Verstappen. Wouldn't Tsunoda love to win a race? He hasn't won since the Spanish Grand Prix all those months ago. It was the first one race this season we actually managed to broadcast live for you. So yeah, and me watching Piastri, he's got a bit of a lead now. So also, there isn't a compulsory thing that you have to pit in a sprint race, but they normally do, because they start on soft and they end up pissing. But yeah, they could have started on mediums, but they don't. So anyway, George Russell 4th, Hulkenberg 5th, got Tsunoda in 3rd. I was saying he hasn't won, he's only won 1 race in Formula 1, and it was the Spanish Grand Prix. Oh, has he won? I seem to remember him winning a race recently, but it wasn't Japan. No, Gasly won in Japan. Oh, he almost won in Japan, that's it. But they're side by side, Russell and Hulkenberg up the Bill Mitchell bend, and it's Hulkenberg who stays in 4th place. And then there's a little tap between Verstappen and Russell, bit more contact. And they go up the hill now. Ocon v Gasly, that's a good battle. 4 P, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's the final point playing position of this race as well. And then Leclerc on the grass, he gets a bit squirrely. But he's going to get in front of both Russell and Verstappen. That's a brilliant move from the Monegas. He tries his hardest. There we go. Russell straight back past him into turn 3. But McLaren 1-2, we know what happened last time it was McLaren 1-2 in Formula 1. It ended in a double DNF in Motegi with 2 engine failures on the same lap. Norris pulling over on the back straight, and then on the start of the front straight, it was Piastri that pulled over. But here's Lando Norris getting in front, and there's getting pushed wide from Tsunoda. Yuki Tsunoda looking very racy indeed in the AlphaTauri. Brilliant racing indeed from them. But now Norris trying to get past Tsunoda. Brilliant battling here for the lead with about 4 laps to go. If Tsunoda performs this well, to be fair, I could see him in a Red Bull by next week in Virginia. And then De Vries back in the AlphaTauri alongside Daniel Kvyat, who of course replaces Liam Lawson for 1 race only as he travels to Suzuka for the last round of the Super Formula Championship. So good luck for him. Won't give any spoilers. It's a double header as well. Won't give any spoilers next week, but I'll reveal if you don't watch it. People starting to pit now. In is Lando Norris and in is Nico Hulkenberg. But Piastri stays out, Tsunoda stays out, and Leclerc stays out. But people are starting to pit now. Russell in, Verstappen in, everyone in. Hamilton's in as well. As they trundle down the pit lane, Hamilton's not had a very good race so far. Now in P13 at the moment. Getting rid of these soft tyres. I'm assuming another set of softs. But hang on, isn't Russell in? Russell's in. Oh dear, that'll be double stack. And, oh no, that's not good. He's now blocking the pit lane. That's Hamilton's race surely ruined now. Russell's been in the pits for quite a while now. He blocks that Alpine. And now he needs to try and sort his car out. What's he doing? Making a mess of it is what he's doing. There we go, finally into the pits. There's going to be a long stop. Long pit stop. But anyway, Piastri v Tsunoda v Leclerc at the moment for the race lead as they go through the kink. At first, when they first announced that Road America would be hosting the US Grand Prix, they were going to use the motorcycle circuit just because of how fast the kink is, but then they realised that Tsunoda takes the lead from Piastri and Leclerc almost takes P2 from Piastri, and Piastri almost loses his lead and straight down to third in the space of a couple of corners. It's Tsunoda who will pit from the lead. As Leclerc gets past Piastri, are they all going to pit? Yes, they are. So does Ocon, and so does Alexander Albon. And does De Vries pit? Yes, he does. They all kind of check each other up as they get into the pits. Who will end in the lead? We'll have to find out. At the moment, it's Tsunoda from Leclerc, from Piastri, from Gasly, not Ocon, sorry, from Albon. Of course, there are still the likes of Norris, which is still already pitted. Russell down the 16th had a shocking stop for him. But anyway, when it remains Tsunoda out in front, let's see. Tsunoda, he's the first out, but he's the first in as well. And yes, Tsunoda will lead. And Albon with a brilliant stop as well. Albon's jumped Piastri and he jumped Gasly as well. And there's Tsunoda out in front of Magnussen. He's out in front. Alexander Albon had a brilliant stop. Piastri's behind Sainz. I think the only people in front, people have already pitted. Yes, Sargent, Stroll, Joe, Hulkenberg. He's already pitted us. No, he hasn't pitted yet. I don't think he's pitted yet. He can't have. He can't have pitted yet. I'm confused. It's Hulkenberg races Lawson and Stroll. No, that's Tsunoda. Hulkenberg surely can't have pitted. This is for the lead at the moment. Joe's pitted. Wait, Joe as well. Did Joe have damage at the start as well then? He must have. I don't know. I know Bottas definitely had damage. I didn't realise Joe did as well. But Hulkenberg now in P3. So there's two in front. It's Sargent and Drogovic, I believe. No, it's Sargent and Stroll. So they are still to pit. So Hulkenberg has the net race lead, I believe. And that's Hulkenberg pits. I don't know, to be honest. I'm a bit confused. But it's Joe in front of Tsunoda in front of Norris as it stands. Piastri lost out a lot in that pit stop sequence. And so did, I think, Charles Leclerc. Yeah, he's behind Sainz. He pitted early on with front wing damage. Only a bit earlier, to be fair. It wasn't like it was really late pit stop. But Nico Hulkenberg, as it stands, leads this sprint race. He has that race lead at the front wing. I think Stroll's rear-ended Sargent on him to the pitch. That's good. Nice one, Lance, doing Lance things. To be fair, he is in championship contention and has won twice this season, so I can't really slate Lance Stroll too much. Of course, he won in Australia, and it was Australia, it was South Africa, and in, well, not Aston, where was it? Slovakia, that's it. So the two-time race winner this season is not having a very good sprint race. But as Lando Norris tries to get past Yuki Tsunoda into turn 5, but not quite able to at the moment, and I'm getting heard that there's been an accident on track for Lewis Hamilton. There has been. What's happened to Lewis? The 19th after that really long stop, because of the double stack, and there's an inability to get back into the pits. Into his box, sorry. And is he going through? Oh, I got the grass there a bit, and then into the kink. Oh, Jesus! Lewis Hamilton, I hope he's all right. That's a monstrous impact. Goodness me! It's the second time he'd had a big crash at the kink. Third big crash of this weekend. And it's yet again, another repair job for that Mercedes team in time for tomorrow's Grand Prix. And now he was getting out of the car. So thankfully Hamilton is okay. But that's a big crash. Right, let's go on board with Hamilton for that hit. So they just lapsing concentration. Must have been, and then maybe a failure. So, oh, I just got on the curb and lost the car. Heavy hit into the wall. Never a bit small accident at the kink. Never ever a small accident at the kink. Anyway, bit behind by about 2 minutes. So actually no, we're almost done this race actually. So I'm gonna keep watching Hulkenberg, who surely now will win the sprint race in the penultimate lap of this race. I'm not actually live yet, but it's about a minute behind. So Tsunoda's actually gaining on Hulkenberg, and Norris is gaining on Tsunoda. So this will be a thrilling end to this race, I'm sure. Just gonna try and get live as we can. And they go through the kink. Let's watch from here, the final sector. If they go down towards Canada corner. Let's see, can Tsunoda go down the inside? It's the final lap of the sprint. Tsunoda down the inside, and Tsunoda will lead the sprint race. Yuki Tsunoda, what a move. Lando Norris getting involved as well. Can he still Hulkenberg's win? No, he can't. He's going to see the second place. That's what I meant to say. But around the final corner and up the Road America straight, it's going to be Yuki Tsunoda who wins the sprint race. Wins the US sprint race. They're going to be side by side over the line, and Hulkenberg's just going to pit Norris to P2. And it's Norris P3, Albon P4, and then P5 is going to be Oscar Piastri. And then as they all funnel through, you can go through your results for this sprint race just to make sure everyone has crossed the line. Kevin Magnussen will be the last one out on track, and he's actually going through the carousel at the moment. So, yeah, take your time, Kevin. As Lance Stroll crosses the line. And it's just K-Mag now, who really has had a shocking race. Not as bad as Hamilton, but of course he was the one who lost his rear wing after getting rear-ended by, I think, Drugovich into turn 1. Which means that his pit stop on lap 1 was a lot longer than people who only lost front wings. But anyway, yeah, as he now is going through the final couple of corners. It's the final corner. And up the hill, Kevin Magnussen will finish in P19. Let's go through your results. It's Lewis Hamilton at the back after a big crash at the kink. He ended up not finishing. Don't know if he completed 90% or not, to be honest. But anyway, Magnussen we just saw in 19th, Stroll 18th, Sargent 17th, Drugovich 16th, Bottas 15th, Leclerc 14th. He was front running before the pit stop. Same with Verstappen. So disappointing for them. De Vries 12th, Ocon 11th, George Russell championship leader and pole sitter doesn't even score a point in the end. Liam Lawson 9th is one of his best results of the season. Unfortunately, it's only a sprint. But anyway, Sainz in 8th, Joe in 7th, Gasly in 6th, Piastri 5th, Albon 4th, Norris 3rd, Nico Hulkenberg, who was leading most of the end before being overtaken through Canada corner in the final lap by your winner Yuki Tsunoda in 2nd. And Tsunoda, of course, wins the US Sprint, the 2nd win of the season. And second win of the season, yes, but I mean, yeah. Of course, first win was a Grand Prix, not a sprint. That's what I'm trying to say. If I stop talking for ages after saying something, I just can't remember what I'm trying to say. But anyway, yeah, tomorrow 8 PM UK time, 2 PM if you're here at Road America. I'm sure if you're here at Road America, then you know what time the race starts. But yeah. We'll be there 47 laps of this beautiful Wisconsin scenery in Plymouth Elkhart Lake. So we'll see you then. Goodbye.